Welcome to the official Budhole Podcast, bringing you movies, video games, and randomness in between. Now bringing your hosts, Scott, the Great Brandino, Gage's Rage, and Star Lamar.
I was gonna go rolling in with whatever. Who's the Daphne? Who does Daphne go after? Fred.
I don't know. Who does she go after in the video star?
There's Shaggy. There's
Shaggy and Scoob.
Shaggy's Shag.
And then Fred.
Fred. She goes after Fred.
But then Daphne, what's the other one?
Vilma.
Daphne and Vilma.
Velma's whose star was after.
Some about glasses.
You really want her to lose her glasses, don't you? You just steal them from her. Oh, I can't see anything without my glasses.
Here, feel here.
I'll show you the way.
I don't know Braille, but that looks like balls to me.
Feels like them too. Star's like, oh yeah.
Wait, I have Braille on my balls?
The little bumps.
It's more like big crevices.
Isn't that why they put like little bumps over the nipples? Around the nipples?
Yeah, for sure.
Morse
the
code
areola?
shows you you're getting close.
Yeah.
Bumps on the areola.
I think it's Braille for babies.
God, Ed Gein would be so turned on right now.
Damn. We had some fun this weekend, hey boys?
Yeah.
I did absolutely nothing.
Was it enjoyable though?
Yeah,
Good. That's what matters the most.
Hell yeah.
I guess so.
I fucking get to work today, and all I have is people, oh, this Thanksgiving break fucking sucked. I didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you just gotta be a rebel. It's real simple.
Government tells you can't speed. What do? Are you going 57 and a 55?
Yeah.
Maybe even a little more.
I love doing nothing unless I'm told to do nothing. Then I get a little bit like antsy, like, oh, what am I doing? It's like, no, dude, you're staying home by yourself for 4 days. You don't have any responsibilities. Love this.
Yeah.
Drink beer and play video games. What the fuck are you
And
worrying
enjoy it.
It's do the opposite. Society's telling you to go out, go to the bar, hang out, go to your friend's house, drink, do this, do that, go to the ball game. You're like, nah, I just kind of want to stay home and
Do nothing.
play video games and do nothing.
Yep.
Government tells you got to stay home and do nothing. You're kind of like, I kind of want to go out. I mean, I should go to this ball game.
I mean, I haven't been to the bar for 3 years, but I kind of feel like, the it's got to have changed a lot. We should maybe go check it out.
The time is now.
I know there's an alleged pandemic going on, but I should probably go out.
Yeah, it's tough. Not everyone agrees, feels the same way, so.
It's
Not
kind of like the
everybody's
Budhole
right.
podcast.
Yeah. Most of the time you guys are wrong unless you agree with me. Honestly, it's hard being right.
All the time.
Yeah. People look at you like you're just arrogant. And it's like, no, I'm not.
I'm just right.
My balls are just huge.
That's what it is. I wasn't
I
lying.
just got a long John Dong.
Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Okay, seriously.
It
No,
was
yeah.
great, yeah. Thankful for a lot. Some of you guys here.
Oh,
I won't say which one.
Some of you guys.
oh, come on. we were
I'm
roomies.
thankful for all of it.
If it wasn't for Taylor Swift sing-alongs, I wouldn't know every word to the person playing it at work today. And she started playing the "Look What You Made Me Do." And I was like, honestly, seriously, that's the worst song she could have ever came out with.
How do you guys feel about her re-recording all of her masters?
I don't really love it.
I don't think
You do realize that there's a good chance that you will never be able to hear old Taylor Swift ever again.
because she
Why?
overwrites them and then gets rid of the old file.
Well, she'll just make deals with all the streaming sites and stuff like that, saying use the new stuff.
Well, you would know that I have CDs of them all, too.
That's
so.
true. Those CDs will never go away unless some Fahrenheit 451 shit starts.
Wait a minute.
Taylor's going door
when
to
is
door.
this happening?
So
Burning
she's doing
CDs.
it. She's doing
Not
it right
burn
now.
CDs.
So she wanted to buy her masters. They've been sold twice now since it became such a big deal. And the people who just recently bought them from Scooter Braun said they would like to work with her.
Fuck
They're-
Scooter Braun.
But he still has part ownership through the deal and makes money off of them. And so she said, I want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with you because you are partnered with him. I'm going to re-record everything so I can release those, and would never have to worry about these old ones. Basically make those masters worthless.
So did she just sign a really shitty deal in the first place with him?
It sounds like everyone signs shitty deals. Like
Okay.
the music industry is just
Horrendous.
bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you don't own what you make. You write these songs, you make these songs,
You put in all the work.
and then
you're
all
the
of a
hit.
sudden it's all right. Well, we'll pay you, and it's ours. So
That's so
anytime,
stupid.
anytime it wants to be used in a movie or a commercial or anything like that, we get paid. Anytime it gets streamed, we get paid. You don't get paid. We get paid because we own these songs. And there's a lot of people who sign like 6 record deals.
yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
oh, you owe us 6 of these. So by the time they realized it was such a shit deal, they got given $4 million as a 16-year-old, thinking this is insane. They realized that what they could have had would have been way better had they not signed that deal.
Oh, yeah.
Big part of that, too, is recording studios. They are outrageous to go and record a song and to put in the work to do it, and they know that these people can't afford it. So they make them sign this deal that looks tremendous, and then, like you said, they're making $100 million and they're getting 10.
Yeah.
Well, at
Same
the time
things-
for them, it is tremendous, though.
Well,
theoretically,
When they sign
Yeah.
the deal,
And
absolutely.
Taylor Swift did sign a $300 million contract. So she's not getting 10 or 4.
she's been trying to buy them. That was her thing.
Yeah.
Is they've been sold without even talking to her, to other people, and she says, "I want the option to buy these. I want to own my music." And so that's what pissed her off so much about this. And the same type of thing is going on with Dave Chappelle right now, actually.
yes, it is
With the Chappelle show.
Yep.
And that's why it showed up very briefly on Netflix and then got pulled.
It's pulled?
Yeah. He asked Netflix to pull it
Oh, no.
because he said, that's my show, that I wrote all those sketches. I filmed that. My name's on it. I get $0 when that show's aired.
On Netflix, he was making $0 off of it being on Netflix. Zero.
Off of anything. He doesn't
Yeah.
own it.
Yeah.
And he said,
I
yeah,
wish-
I signed a contract when I was young and stupid. Is that right? I don't know. It's like, did I do it? Yeah, but should I get some money for it? I think so. So he's fighting it. So, I mean, it's the contracts is where they get everyone.
They get
Thing
a
with
lot of
Chappelle-
They get these young people that are starving for fame and stardom,
Yep.
and they get them to sign these whack fucking contracts
That's
that
why you do it.
screw them
though.
in the end.
Like music, for instance. You want the fame, you want the stardom. Like that's why you get into music, is you want to become a star. Same with comedians. You want to become a big time comedian. You want to become a star. If some record deal comes up to you and offers, or if some producer or whatever they are classified as label offers you $10 million for 4 records, like if you're as most are broke off your ass living out of your car, that's a good deal.
Well, have you ever watched The Voice? Every single character or person that's on that show that's about to go sing is singing door to door for birthday songs and
Yeah.
going to kids' birthday parties to sing for $5 an hour. And
when I
they all
did
have some
watch the
sob
show,
story.
I always fast forwarded all that.
Just get to the songs.
Yeah.
With that show, you could really just skip the first few weeks and be fine.
That was my
Really?
favorite part
Yeah.
of it, was the team building. And then once I saw who was on each team, I stopped watching. We would bet. My roommate and I would throw dollars down, and I'd say, oh, he's going to Usher. Oh, I think he's going to Adam.
That'd actually be fun. Gamble on The Voice. But the other best part about that was the stealing phase, where the 2 or 3 weeks of where you could steal people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
was
think
fun.
I watched that.
Okay.
Yeah, I never
That's
saw
like,
that one.
I stopped watching it like 5 years ago.
It's a good call.
It's a good show, I think. I like it.
It's okay in my opinion. Not great.
If
I think it's
on-
better than
bad.
like American Idol.
Well, if we're going to talk about reality shows, we got a big one starting up next week.
The Challenge.
Hell
Let's go. Season 36.
And there are seasons coming on Netflix
What?
as well. And the first 2 seasons of Are You the One is coming to
I
Netflix.
paid a lot of money for all those.
So I'm wondering, it's like episode or season 10 and season 13. That's old ones of the challenge.
Okay.
So and there's rumors that it's because of this. Mark, do you guys remember Mark?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Mark is trying to get an OG season with all the old guys, the Dunbar, the Evan,
Dude. But Evan can't come back on the show. Evan and fucking
Kenny.
Kenny.
Why can't they?
There was some sexual assault.
With
Beth, apparently they did some stuff to her while she was sleeping with the toothbrush or something.
But
Allegedly.
so maybe not that. The list is long of the people that they've been talking to.
Yeah.
To get
Would
back.
CT
And they're
be
saying,
on that or CT too new age?
I think CT is
Well,
too
with
current to be an
what?
OG because he's still on the show.
John
Yeah.
B would be too new.
Yeah,
as
and
well,
I
then.
think it's going to be people who we haven't seen, and like Anissa's not going to be on there. Anissa's been on the challenge since it started, but she's not going to be on the OGs.
Well, a lot of these are on Road Rules. I mean, Shane
Yeah.
was on Road Rules.
Yeah, Derek was on Road Rules.
Oh, Derek, though.
Derek
that dude's a
was so
freak
good.
of nature.
He was so good. See, and these players.
But the rumor is it might not be an MTV show. It might
Just be them.
Netflix might pick it up,
I'd watch it.
I would
and that's
too.
why they're bringing it. And Netflix might also pick up Are You the One? They're saying is why they're releasing these
On
early
Netflix.
seasons on Netflix is because they're trying to see if there's a demand for it, if it's worth buying the rights to it and making it themselves.
I think it would be worth it.
I don't know about Are You the One, but
No.
I think it could be a Netflix hit. They had that Love at First Sight,
Basically
and people
same
loved
thing.
the shit out of that.
And the Island one, Too Hot to Handle. I
Yeah.
didn't watch it.
Was it good?
It was what they just brought a bunch of like horny singles to this island and said you can't touch each other. And every time they like get close or touch each other or kiss or anything, they lose money off of the total of how much they're going to win.
But it's all like sex addicts, basically.
On
Yeah.
a,
And
on
they're
a
like-
fucking island.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, because a lot of them are coupling off and stuff like that, like a normal reality show, like a Bachelor in Paradise type bullshit. And they're like, oh, you two win a romantic getaway in the suite and with all this stuff. And they're like, but don't touch. And so there's like in a spa jacuzzi and all this stuff. I don't know. It was entertaining when I didn't watch it. So
Yeah, like Alyssa and
I
watched,
love stupid fucking reality TV.
Yeah. Alyssa and I watch like almost all of our TV together, but reality TV is not a thing that we watch together. I just can't do it. She watched that show, and I did see parts of it. And like the concept wasn't bad, but I just to sit down and watch an hour of that, like it was a lot.
So just lay in bed, fall asleep to it.
Yeah, that's all you do to it.
The other
right?
one that she watched was the show where they get locked in like apartment rooms. It's
The
on
Circle.
it was on Netflix too, though, wasn't it?
Is that the one where there's always like one person that's the I'm trying to remember how this worked here.
The Circle was the one where they got to create a profile. They're all in like an
Yes.
apartment, but
Yes.
on different floors. They can create a profile and they can catfish or not. They can
Yep.
be themselves.
Yep.
They like get to add things and they just talk to each other and try to gain influence
Yes.
and stuff among the circle
It was
of
terrible.
friends.
Is this
I
where
saw
Scott
like
got
one
it from?
episode and I couldn't do it.
I
I
actually
need to buy
enjoyed
your influence.
No,
the first
He
half of
watched
I
it.
actually-
He watched it.
No, I started the influence bit with David Morgan. They stole it from me. I wanted to buy the rights to it, Taylor Swift style.
I'm pissed they didn't ask me first.
Yeah.
So they speak their texts and stuff like that.
Yep.
It acts like there's a microphone listening and everything that they do is voice controlled. But when they speak out their texts, they're like question mark, ... smiley face. And then I go through their thing. And it made me, every time I text someone, I say it in my head like they say it now. Like I read out
Voice
what
to
I'm
text.
doing. Period, space, exclamation point, space.
Question
God,
mark,
what the fuck? That
dot,
stupid
eggplant
fucking
emoji,
show.
eggplant emoji,
Donut.
splashing water emoji.
I don't know. The reality TV part of things, I can't get into it.
I like the challenge. I liked Are You the One? Most of it.
I just watched the first season of it
Are You the One?
for the first time. Yeah.
The challenge, we tried to go back all the way. We couldn't go back all the way.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
The MTV subscription plan you could get on Amazon only went back to like season 12, 13, like the dual area, which still had Mark on it. It had Derek's Prime, had Darrell. So we watched all that. So all the people that were on it, I got to see,
Yeah.
at least nowadays. But it's a really good show. Very, very good.
I'm a big fan.
So yeah, Thanksgiving. We had that on Thursday. I don't think I showed Star the video. And I'm not going to say names because he's a little embarrassed. His name is Retrack. And he was talking to us about a sex position called, what was it called? The rodeo or something? Or
I can't even remember.
the bucking bronco?
Is this you two?
No.
No.
It was at...
Sounds like some guy
Brandon's-
who was like inquisitive at deer hunting too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the same
yes.
character.
It was at my family Thanksgiving, and he's explaining this move. And it's essentially where you're doing it from behind, you're holding on to her hips. And he's like, and
Oh, the bucking bronco.
it's something riding the bull.
Yeah,
riding the bull.
bull.
So you're holding her hips and you're hitting her from behind, and he's like, and her name's like Angela, but then you call her like Brooke. And he looks over, and my cousin Brooke was at the table, and he lost his shit. He's like, no, like, oh my God.
Everyone
no,
else
it's not what
lost
I-
their shit.
Dude, it was fucking hilarious. He begged me not to
different
post it.
conversations than I had at my family Thanksgiving.
I would hope so. It felt like we were in Kentucky.
Oh, that's good. You know, Kentucky is our most listening base in the United States of America.
And they got good fried chicken.
Hey, you guys are gonna like
Believe
this,
it.
this cast.
Yeah.
Listen up. So yeah, we did that. Played some cards, $20 a hand.
Sweet.
So let me ask your opinion on something. We had a situation come up
Whoa. You want our input on big gambling? All right. Deal.
on how you would allow it and how you'd proceed.
I'm the wrong person. I'm corrupt.
We're
as fuck.
playing.
Is it a bucking bronco?
Nope.
I would not allow it. Say, do not proceed.
Cousin 1 on Cousin 2, bucking Bronco. Out. I'm out.
No, the Kentucky shenanigans were over at this point.
Okay.
We're playing high card, $20 a hand. We spread them out like you're playing a game of categories. We had 4 people that agreed to play. What?
Like bucking Bronco style, spread them out?
Yeah. You go in, you grab a card, and you flip it all at the same time. Highest card wins, right?
Yep.
That's how high cards played. If you had 2 highest cards tie, go again.
Yep.
That's how we did it.
One tie, all tie.
So-
All tie.
We were asking Naveed if he wanted to play. He said no 3 times. We all reach in, grab a card. He reaches in, grabs a card. He'd already said no 3 times before we were going to play that he didn't want to play.
Yeah.
He pulls an ace, which is high card. We pull queens. He's like, well, I won. We said,
No, you
no,
didn't.
you said you didn't want to play.
Yep.
So I would assume
Did he have money in?
It was his money
there a
on the
pot?
table.
he did not throw money on the table. I didn't, however, because I agreed that I was going to pay via Venmo to whoever was the winner.
Fair.
But he never made that proclamation that he would pay Venmo.
He didn't even
his
say
card
he was
doesn't
gonna play.
count.
Yes.
His card doesn't count. That's easy.
So instead of
That's why he got the
redrawing,
ace.
so what we did was, because we're like, well, Paul and I both, or Luop, sorry, and I both pulled a queen, which was the second highest. We agreed that we were all going to just redraw.
Yep.
We'll say it's a null and void hand. And we gave him the opportunity to join in. And he's like, no, I already won. I'm not going to play again, which solidifies the fact that he wasn't playing in the first place.
Exactly.
If you were going to play in the first place, you would have played again at that point.
Like, do you believe had he pulled a 6 that he would have paid?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then why did he even pull a card? That doesn't count.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he would. I don't think he was playing. But the fact that he pulled an ace, he's like, oh, well. So he pulled again, and then I won. It was great. Good time. Very good. Then we played Texas Hold'em, and that was Superfan Brooke didn't know how to play,
Ooh.
and we weren't playing additional money. It was $5 a hand. The cards you got were the cards you got. Everything else was
There's
what
no
it was.
betting?
It was just $5.
It's just so everyone flopped. You
The
know,
whole
Oh, so you
thing.
just dealt
There's
hands,
no-
flopped the river.
As
saw what you
strategic
had.
move, I kept mine down because I didn't want to know until the end.
So strategic to add a little bit of suspense for you.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Brooke took home the money. As not knowing how to play, and we're
but
all...
that's, you don't have to know how to play when
Yeah,
you play
you're
it that
not
way. There's no
playing, yeah.
skill to it.
No, I
And
know.
The only thing there is it's just kind of luck of the draw. At
That's
that
what
point.
it is.
Yeah.
We could have played 5-card stud, which would have been a better game to play.
Yeah.
Because then you have the option to deal back 2-3 cards that you don't like, get 2-3 cards more.
You can
And then you
take
play your
4 if
hand.
you have an ace. Gotta show it.
Exactly.
That Texas Hold'em is real big in my like 8th grade, 9th grade time frame. Like that's when like it was on TV all the time.
Oh,
Go
man.
over to your buddy's house and play.
Everybody
There
knew
was
Daniel.
more fights between my friends group over Texas Hold'em than there was anything else. I've had tables thrown after I didn't know I won one time, like a big ass hand, and I flipped it and I was like, "Oh, you win," and someone's like, "No, you win." They pointed out how fat fucker table flipped on me. Good shit. And also one time, it was a regular buy-in, right? It's like $20, and people were buying chips off of me after they would get out.
Oh, yeah.
So I would sell that, and I would pocket that money. And everyone's like, "You can't do that." I was like, "Fuck, I can't. I just sold chips I had to someone else.
You for
This
sure
money
can pocket
is
that
now
money."
mine." They said, "No, that's table money.
No, it's
that
not.
needs to stay on the table." That was the time I freaked out. It's
Yeah.
like, that makes no sense. They're like, "No, that's table money. Like, after you run out, you get more chips back." But I was like,
Well-
"No, this doesn't make any sense at all."
Wait, did you have more chips in like a container, or were you guys all out?
No, we were
No,
all out,
he
so
had
that's
his-
why
So you had the
I
chips.
had big stacks, and someone wanted to buy back in.
Then that's not table money.
That's my money.
Table
That's-
money would be buying back in the stack that's in the container that's left over.
Yeah, the
They're
bank.
buying from you because the point of Texas Hold'em or any poker like that is to get all the chips.
Yep.
So if you sell it to them and then the money goes in
That's
the table
my money.
and they
That's
have a
in
chance,
my
yeah.
pocket. God, I knew I was smarter than those
That's
fucks.
such bullshit. They're just
I
trying to
think they were
take.
just
They were
trying-
upset.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
definitely played the least out of that friend group. They tried to take advantage of me. Fuck all
And then
y'all.
played poker with you.
Yep.
And then played Texas Hold'em. Have you ever played the game Telestrations?
No. It's like Pictionary.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yep.
You would draw a card, you'd get a word.
Or
We would all
phrase.
draw a card, get a word. We have our own notebook. Dry erase. I would write down my word, and then depending on odd or even people, whatever, the next person would draw what my word was. Then it would go to Gage, and
It
Gage
just
would guess
rotates
what you
around.
drew.
Kind of
So
like
you
may
telephone.
have-
Kind
Yeah.
of like
Yes.
A
telephone.
drawing game of telephone.
At your house before.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. It was our game,
And,
so
as soon,
Makes
as
sense.
you described it, I think I have played that before
Yeah.
at the Maple Plain house.
Super fun.
yes. We got together on Friday for Friendsgiving. Great food,
Yep.
decent friends.
Okay, people.
Shout out to my
Yeah.
wife. Great food. Shout out to my wife.
Clobbered it.
And then the other people that brought side dishes to go with the food. For instance, Brandon's wife.
Yep.
Bomb ass stuffing meatballs.
And then somebody who's going to bring an appetizer, but brought a dessert instead.
So shout out to Cub.
Cub Foods. Yep. My main lady.
Hey, why are desserts not appetizers?
Thank you, Star. Why couldn't you enjoy a nice cookie?
I did. Those brownies,
brownie.
I ate all the rest of those brownies.
Fuck.
Totally did.
They were good, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. With coffee, they were real good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, back to the old drawing board here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we played Telestrations. That was a fun one.
Hell yeah. What
and
do you meme?
That was a fun game, too.
So fun.
Before What Do You Meme, an ode to Star Lamar's coworker, friend, listener of the podcast who claims that, why does Scott fuck everything up? And Telestrations was a telltale sign of that happening clearly.
Yeah.
We had bananas. Bananas.
Really easy.
Bananas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bananas.
The shit was bananas.
All
it
the
was
way up
drawn
to me.
like a bushel of bananas. Went past me. I guessed it. Kaylee drew bananas. Gage guessed bananas. Scott gets up to draw and fucking butchers it.
The drawing I butchered hard. I don't know how to draw bananas.
He tried
So
drawing a
bad.
monkey with ooh ooh ah ah and whatever the fuck the bananas were supposed to be.
Can you put words?
Yeah, you can put
actually
onomatopoeias. You can put onomatopoeias.
We were very loose about what
Yeah.
onomatopoeia actually was.
That's what he said. It's words that sound like what they are.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
onomatopoeia is a thing you can actually do with Telestrations. You can put those in.
We-
now
we
we
didn't
were
have
just drawing
onomatopoeias.
thought bubbles.
Hey baby, not an onomatopoeia.
No,
It was accepted. It gets to Matt. Matt guesses fucking hairdresser. We had bananas all the way up to the end, and we
get
got
hairdresser.
hairdresser.
well, I would contest this.
What was worse, Scott's picture or Matt's guess?
Matt's guess was worse than my picture. My picture wasn't good either,
Your
though.
picture led him down the wrong way.
I mean, I could see.
Hairdresser.
I could see that being a hairdresser.
Yep.
Like, fuck.
The real issue is sitting Matt and I by each other, because that's just two degens trying to come up with something worthwhile.
After Scott tells the story about how his father-in-law didn't want Scott to sit next to him when they play games at Pictionary.
I didn't tell that story. That was my wife who told that story.
We heard
I
the
don't
story.
tell those things to people because it puts me in a bad light. I don't put myself in a bad light willingly. Unwillingly, it happens a lot.
Granted, Matt's drawings,
A lot.
not great.
Yeah.
Matt's guesses, not great.
Not great.
It was a fun game, though. What Do You Meme is a hell of a game.
Oh, yeah.
That one's fun.
And
It's
honestly,
the right people for sure.
what I realized is my friends don't have a great sense of humor.
I will say
Do you not
regarding
win very often?
I did come in second, but they gave it to Matt. Matt won
Yeah.
the game, and
I will
Yeah,
say
close.
regarding my
dirty
father-in-law, he is
Yeah.
the Pablo Picasso of the western suburbs. He can draw like
So it's
a
very
motherfucker.
abstract.
and you can't guess
A
it.
little Squidward-esque drawing.
He was
takes
going through
that-
his gray phase
He
right
takes
there.
that little 2x2 piece of whiteboard that they give you and just makes some masterpieces out of it. And then I guess fucking hairball or
Hairdresser or hairball?
hairball or fucking. I'm trying to remember some of the good ones. I don't remember. I
We
was
had
drunk.
hairball as one of ours.
Hairball
Actually,
was a
Was it?
tough
Yeah.
one.
So Matt would have been.
I don't
50%.
remember.
Which turned
Turned
into
to
COVID.
COVID,
It turned
yeah.
to COVID-19.
Real
That's my
quick.
fault.
Yeah, this game I bought 12 years ago has COVID-19 on one of the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
And
do
then
you
Brandon
mean?
and
Oh.
Gage gave the PS5 their first test run, a
Oh,
demo,
yeah.
if you will, as of the PlayStation 5.
So you can confirm he actually does have one.
Yeah, it's not just
to
a
me.
fan.
Honestly, I couldn't tell if it was a filter or not. Could have been
Yeah. And I mean, the
haptic
graphics are the
feedback.
same.
on that old ass TV. Time for an upgrade.
Graphics are way better on the 5. Demon Souls and Call of Duty are gorgeous on it.
Shit, we didn't even get to play Demon Souls.
No, not at
I
all.
didn't want you guys to play it because I wanted to wait until we're all together so you guys can all three and play it at the same time.
And we had to like hang out with the girls and stuff too.
But
That
yeah,
one's
so Brandon
not
and-
coming out for PS4. It's not like a delayed.
Demon Souls will not, no.
Did play some Call of Duty on it though. That was
Yeah.
fun. Nuketown's a great
Nuketown.
map though.
Classic.
You play Call of Duty 2?
No, this
It's
was...
a new Nuketown.
World at War. It's 1984. Nuketown 1984.
Oh god,
Cold
banger.
War.
Yep. Cold War era Nuketown.
Such a great map. Ode to Black Ops.
I
A classic.
played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remastered
Fucking
over the weekend.
banger.
That level in the airport, I can't believe that made it in the game.
Oh, it's horrible.
Dude, they mowed people down.
It's so brutal. And that's the
That's,
beginning, isn't it?
This is like
I
the
think
third level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you go undercover as a terrorist and you kill people in an airport. And if you think I didn't just let them have it, you'd never played video games with me. Because if I'm going to be a terrorist, I'm going to be the best terrorist. Obviously,
it's just a
guys.
video
Now the
game.
FBI is listening. Sup, FBI? Promise I'm not a terrorist.
I heard everybody gets one FBI agent that looks after them.
That's a lot of FBI agents.
MVT.
Yeah.
Most valuable terrorist.
And the
But,
award
yeah,
for
I-
MVT goes
I couldn't
to
believe it.
Star Lamar.
But it also made
For
me think
absolutely mowing them down.
in war games in general, and
Scooby-Doo
even like
boy.
Uncharted. What's the body count in Uncharted? You're killing a lot of people that are just doing their job. They're just there working for the other guy, and you just go through and murder all of
That
them.
is.
Like, how is that much different?
That's
Like,
a lot
no,
of games.
What
though,
is that
isn't it?
person? Oh, they work for this company that got hired by this other treasure hunter. Let's kill him.
Let's fucking murder them. It is true. The body counts on Uncharted are quite high, actually.
Yeah. Those guys are
Assassin's
just working
Creed?
for a paycheck.
Oh, dude, Assassin's Creed, you kill a ton of people who are just protecting their city from.
Elder Scrolls.
That's
Actually,
Skyrim.
now that you put it that way,
That's like all of video
it's
games.
it's everything.
no,
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls. No. We need to differentiate here. Elder Scrolls is every single game that has been released within the umbrella. Skyrim is Elder Scrolls 5.
Yeah, whatever.
Oblivion is
There's Oblivion.
four. Morrowind. Is 3.
I don't even remember the other first two.
Shit, even Madden, when we play Gage, we fucking murder him.
Yeah. It's actually
everything.
pretty bad, actually. Speaking of that, we offered up to throw out the Madden draft on Sunday morning?
Yeah,
Saturday.
you did.
It's Saturday.
Saturday mid-afternoon or morning, whatever. And everybody was willing to do it except Brandon. Brandon was busy with, life and stuff. So we're still working on getting that done.
Oh, I thought you meant throw it out like we're not going to do it because we did that too.
You tried to throw that out on Sunday. Scott's like, I'm over EA. Me too.
I am totally over EA. Let's just all play Fortnite together.
Let's sell our digital copies back to EA. Really show them.
Yeah.
I think we should just play.
I agree. I just wish you guys could make more time when I have time to do it, which is almost never. I was putting a heater in. I was watching people put a heater in.
What are we... If we can't find a time to draft in 3 months, however long the game's been out for, how are we going to play? How are we going to find the time to...
It's easier to play because everybody can play at their own time. And if you're just kind of like, all right, let's get it done in the next 2 days, you could find 35 minutes to rip through a 6-minute game. You know what I mean? Or 6-minute quarter.
Yeah. No, it is. It goes by much quicker when you're able to, once you get the draft done. The draft takes the longest because it's like almost a 3-hour block.
And we're not sitting there. We're not like, okay, auto draft, next person available. You're looking. You're like, okay, I like that guy. That superstar X Factor Isaiah Simmons or equivalent.
Don't draft
Where's
him
Andy Isabella?
X Factor. He's not.
I want Eric King.
Rookie of the year, Shaq Barrett.
Hey, D-Roy had a pretty good day yesterday.
Is he hurt? What happened to him?
He had a sack fumble yesterday.
Shaq Barrett did?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Shaq Barrett, he played yesterday. They just isolated him.
He's just not at all in the way he was last year?
No, he's been very good this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's always
like
JPP.
6 to 8 sacks.
No, he's been very good. Shaq, he's been very good this year.
Shows how much I'm watching.
I'm trying... I guess he wouldn't be as good this year as he was last year, obviously, but he's been good. Brandon's looking up his stats. This is the non-football related episode of the podcast, so here comes some football.
But here's the thing. We want the truth. We're about finding the truth, and if we don't have the right answer, don't look it up.
We are truth seekers.
All right. We're looking up Rookie
Shaq
of the
Barrett.
Year. 6th-year Rookie of the Year, Shaq Barrett.
Yep.
Number 58, Shaq Barrett.
That's my man.
All right. He's got 3 forced fumble. All right, 3 pass deflect, 2 forced fumble. Where's sacks? 6 sacks. 47 tackles.
Having a good year.
Not bad.
Not as good as last year.
Well, let's compare to Pierre Paul. In the non-sports related podcast.
JPP with all 1.5 hands.
JPP has got 1 more pass deflection, 1 more forced fumble. Where's his sacks? 8.5 sacks. Same amount of tackles. He's playing better.
So JPP's having a better year.
He's getting outplayed. I did hear Tony Romo say it's one of JPP. He's playing at a high level, even at this stage. And we all know Tony Romo knows everything.
And JPP, what's his age on this non-sports related episode?
68.
Oh, yeah. 1 year away from...
His birthday's tomorrow.
69.
Nice.
I missed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Dude, it is his birthday tomorrow.
Shut up.
If tomorrow is January 1st, he'd be turning 32.
Oh, this just in. Tomorrow just said it plans to identify as January 31st.
First or 31st?
First.
January 1st. It just changed its identification
New Year's,
process
baby.
again.
No shit.
So JPP will officially be 69.
Yeah.
Happy
Year, new
birthday
me.
tomorrow, JPP.
Is he?
And Boar.
Don't celebrate with fireworks.
Boar's birthday is on the 1st.
Or do. You've already done your damage.
He can't have a lot of fun with fireworks anymore, can he?
I don't know.
Do you think you still enjoy it?
Should we give him a Ode to Tosh.0, a butthole web redemption?
I think he'd be down for it.
He might.
think he's probably sick of talking about it.
I think we should probably do this. We'll have
A
Gage
few
propose
sprinklers.
He can't get by on a 4th of July without a JPP meme coming up.
it. Yeah, and you know his friends send him the pictures
Oh,
too.
And-
so many.
You know Madden's putting 8 fingers on his hand.
I would definitely send him every single year a fucking video of me just eloquently lighting off fireworks, and be like, "This is how it's done." Run away really quick.
Have you heard the story?
Oh,
Like, I don't know what had. Like, was it a big one that he was like carrying and it went off, or
I don't know. I haven't heard this story.
Me neither.
I don't know the specifics.
I would guess it was probably a dud. He thought it was a dud, and he was going to pick him up, and it went off. That would be my guess, but I
Yeah.
don't know
That'd be
that.
horrible.
Because if you've seen Armageddon, you know if you have a firecracker in your hand and it's open, it doesn't do anything. If you close your fist over the firecracker, that's how you destroy asteroids. They're about to hit the U.S.
I had a firecracker crack in
Dude.
my finger.
Really?
A black cat, yeah.
You had the whole thing of them go off in your tent once.
You didn't even wake up.
Yeah, that was pussy shit. A black
We
cat.
should have
in your
threw an
thumb,
M80 in there.
So you still need Metcalf to get another 2 points
Yeah, I need to catch for a couple of yards.
in this non-sports related episode. But you know he needs to be like on the field then.
They just threw a deep ball to him.
though. Yeah, why is he doing a little JT impersonation? Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, okay. This is not the fantasy football one.
But,
This is not the sports bit. This is all right. Here.
This is just Rip Brandon.
You know, I was really gonna stand up for Brandon Gage, but then I saw how much fun you were having ripping him.
Come over here.
So I was like, you know, I kind of want to have some fun ripping him too.
It's not fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. I get it. I would have a good time too if it wasn't me. I still have a good time.
I'm trying to think what else there is to talk about. That's
Hey.
about it. Oh, fucking butthole beef with mice. Mice can go fuck themselves. I got my Christmas lights all hung up on Saturday afternoon. Go to plug in the fucking thing, plug them in, boom. 25% of them work. Every few spots, there's fucking lights out. So I'm like, fuck, this isn't cool. Started looking, mice chewed through some of the wiring. So the wiring's all fucked. So I had to rip all the ones down that I took time to hang. Then I had to go buy new ones. Then I had to go put up the new ones, and now the new ones do work. Fucking home ownership sucks. Don't ever do it.
You got a beef with mice? I got one with snakes.
Gross. Mice or snakes? Which one's grosser?
Snakes.
Okay, I'm in agreement.
We were putting up that heater, and we had to drill a hole back behind this entertainment center that I never should have picked up because now it's just sitting in my garage. And all of a sudden, I'm moving some things away from the front of it, and I see a snake tail. I was like, oh, fuck, okay. I wasn't a big fan. I don't hate snakes, but nobody likes snakes. Not normal people. Psychopaths do, but not normal people.
Yeah.
And I'm moving things away. It's not moving. I'm like, okay, it's got to be dead. It coiled up. It got cold. It died underneath there. I grab a channel locks, and I go to pull it. And I grab it, and I give it a yank, and it doesn't move. And then all of a sudden, the tail starts moving, wiggles, and goes underneath the entertainment center. I'm like, oh.
And it was a rattler, right?
It was a rattlesnake. We live in Minnesota, so we have rattlesnakes here. And then all of a sudden, the tail comes out the other side, and I try to grab it, and I'm pulling on it, and I'm pulling on it hard. And I rip the back end of the tail off.
Fuck.
And I was like, wow.
Was it stuck on something?
Yeah, it went into the floor drain of my floor drain. What a theory.
Into the floor drain of my floor drain.
And
Little bitch.
and the thing was
What you doing in
fatter or in the middle than it was at the head, and it got fucking stuck in there. So I moved the entertainment center, and I go to try and pull it out, and I end up ripping the body in half because the blood
fucking
the blood
You
rushed.
just did to the snake what started to the whole fucking airport on Modern Warfare 2.
You mowed him down.
Well, if it wasn't for Eve, snakes wouldn't even be a thing. So here we
So
are.
did the
God,
half
did that make you feel badass or sick?
Well, Right Up wouldn't go over in that corner anymore. And every time he walked by, he was like, "Oh, zombie snakes."
fucking zombie snakes. Did the half that you didn't rip off go into the drain?
Yeah, I couldn't get it out
Oh
because
my God.
the cap was almost like cemented on. It was screwed down, but I think when they cemented around it, they got it.
When
into
you
the
take a
crevices.
screwdriver and just push it.
I just pushed
push
it
it
down.
through.
That's what I did.
And there's no fucking way that you would go and put a screwdriver on the screws to try and take the screws off and then put your hand on there to take the fucking...
I took the screws off, and I took a screwdriver to try and pry it
And
off.
you couldn't get
and
it
I
off.
couldn't get it off. No.
Zombie
Not the only
snake is
time I
going to be in
couldn't
your
get off.
toilet now.
Yeah,
That's
biting your
the
ass
they
when
do
you're trying
that
to take a
shit.
shit.
Have you ever heard the Jake the Snake Roberts stories? Because he's the WWE guy that used to have a boa constrictor with him outside the ring all the time. He'd bring it in a knapsack.
Yeah, I think he was, I'm a snake.
Exactly, that guy. But he had the stories of, because he had to bring this fucking snake with him everywhere. Because this is back in WWF before they were flying everywhere. Because these guys weren't making a lot of money.
Yeah.
So he's driving this snake around with him all over the fucking United States, and he has stories of where that thing would get. He would lose it in like apartment buildings. He kept it in the bathtub in the bathroom, and he would lose it down the fucking drains. And it would come. He would literally get calls from the maintenance guys that his snake was in a different room. It would slither through the drains into a different room.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Imagine being Luop and deathly afraid of snakes.
And
Rate
get
up,
that
send him
service call.
sent him a picture. And he was like, yep, never going over there again. So I texted him. I said, hey, I need some electrical help. Can you come over? He's like,
It's right
nope,
by a floor drain.
I'll text you through it.
It's right by a floor drain.
Yeah, snakes suck. It's not the first one I found in my garage.
Won't be
You
the
got
Probably
last.
not the
A
last.
family of them. Got to find the eggs.
Well,
Smash 'em up.
part of the issue is we're not fans of snakes. My neighbor is not fans of them. But if I see one in my yard, I'll kill it. If he sees one in the yard, he's fine with it. It's when they go in the garage. So he lets them go, and they go into his rock wall. And then when it's sunny, they come out, and the rock wall is only 20 feet away from our house, and they slither over our way.
Do the dogs go after them?
We might not have the issue once the dogs are in the garage, but for now, they're not in the garage. So at the moment, no, Mac would. Mac would jump into a rabbit hole in Vietnam. He's full of Vic and Vinegar.
He's
Vic Vinegar.
He's
Big
fearless.
vinegar?
He's a fearless dog.
He's a good pup. Good pup. But yeah, snakes, mice, butthole beefs.
Snakes.
I'm a snake.
I
Slippery
hate
snake.
snakes.
I'm a snake.
God, that video is hilarious. Gage hadn't seen it until just the other day.
Isn't
Yeah.
that a good video?
It's a pretty fucking good one.
It's
I
like
want that to be a meme on the.
it's a minute and 47 seconds.
What do you
long.
meme? It's best to just cut it down to 20. I'm a snake.
Yeah.
I'm putting a little snake in it.
Stay tuned. We're going to have a TikTok about it here coming soon.
Check out us on all the socials, as Gage will allude to here when he does his live read at the end of the podcast that he does live every single end of every episode.
Flawless.
Yeah, without fail.
The same time.
Other than that,
What about our sponsors?
Oh, yeah. Our
this
sponsors
episode
of
is
the
brought
week.
to you by
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
If you're looking for glasses, Scooby Snacks.
Scooby-Doo.
a good video on the
Scooby
hub.
snacks, fruit snacks
Villains.
are elite.
A
Can we
good-
agree on that?
What?
Soft.
Scooby snacks, fruit snacks,
Oh, yeah.
they're
Here,
elite.
great value fruit snack.
The
Sock.
Scooby-Doo graham crackers are fucking bomb, too. The bagged ones that you can get, like the golden grams, but they come in Scooby-Doo. Real good.
Scooby
Golden grams and funfetti mix. Oh, now I'm
Game on,
hungry.
brother.
Now
Game
Now
on,
I'm
brother.
hungry. Go jerk off.
But check out our website, www.officialbutthole.com. We're on all socials at officialbutthole. Please leave us a rating and review on Apple Music, and we'll see you next time.